I just want to quote what Mr. Pompeo said. He said that we've worked closely with Pakistanis in his role as CIA director, and our teams have been working together for a long time. There are a lot of challenges between our two nations for sure, but we're hopeful that with the new leadership we can find common ground and begin to work on some of our shared problems together. So if you could just identify what that common ground could be and what are those shared problems, sir?
Well, if Mike Pompeo says something and you are asking us to explain, we can explain what Pakistan expects from the United States. We cannot explain what Mike Pompeo is saying or what Pompeo.
Do you think he might be alluding towards?
Yes. That could be most appropriate question to ask from us,
That was the question, sir.
Yeah, you talked something from Mike Pompeo.
I was just quoting his statement, sir. I was quoting his statement.
Will be little harsh for us to explain what Mike Pompeo is saying. I already pointed out that as a CIA director, he has been engaged or involved in Afghan affairs. So he knows what are the problems for the United States. There has been a recent phenomenon over there, and that was Taliban had a ceasefire with the Afghan government on Eid al-Fitr, and for 3 days that successfully was held by both the sides. And people in general in Kabul and elsewhere in Afghanistan and even outside of Afghanistan, they were happy about this development. And we saw here pictures of Taliban greeting the Afghan government officials and others, But unfortunately, despite appeal of Afghan President Dr. Ashraf Ghani, that ceasefire was not extended. And on Eid al-Fitr, again, Dr. Ashraf Ghani appealed for a ceasefire. Eid al-Azha, this recent, Eid, but Taliban did not accept this ceasefire. That means the violence continues over there. When ceasefire was agreed between the two sides on Eid al-Fitr, Taliban demanded that we want to have a direct talk with the United States of America. United States officials who subsequently visited Kabul, they were quoted through media. We learned that United States is also willing to reach out direct to Taliban for talks. Probably, when Mike Pompeo says what you quoted, that our shared objectives, the current or recent shared objective could be that United States and Taliban can talk to each other. And the role of Pakistan probably in their eyes could be that Pakistan should facilitate this reconciliation process. And over the period of years, what I have been reading, the minds and statements of Pakistani officials has exactly been the same, that the real solution of Afghan problem lies in the reconciliation, in an inclusive, dialogue between Afghan forces, Afghan-led and Afghan-owned process.
Yes, we've heard
that the Afghan government should have dialogue with Taliban, Afghan Taliban, the resisting forces in Afghanistan, that these people should hold talks, peace talks with each other, so that there could be a peace, a permanent peace for Pakistan. On its part, for example, the Americans or the Afghan administration, they used to blame that there is a cross-border movement from Pakistan towards Afghanistan, and the consequent violence over there inside Afghanistan is because of the cross-border. What General Bajwa Saab has done, very boldly spending money from Pakistani pocket, that he has decided to erect these fences, big fences, double-edged fences. I have seen the fence, at some points in North and South Waziristan, which is holding it. This is not only to allay the concerns or allegations of Afghan and Americans, but also save Pakistanis, security forces, our Jawans, who are standing at the last inch of Pakistan in defense of their homeland, but they are attacked from other side of Afghanistan. 200, 300 militants, they come from Afghanistan and they kill our soldiers. So this fencing should have been welcomed by Afghans. This fencing should have been welcomed by the US officials, their forces, their government. This fencing process should have been welcomed by the Western countries whose troops have been stationed inside Afghanistan. But again, it's a sorry state of affairs that the whole burden is on the shoulders of Pakistan. If Pakistan takes certain measures to stop this border movement, again, there are objections. If the border is open and if there is some cross-border in terms of militants or the general public, again the allegation is on Pakistan.
So it's like doomed if we do
Yeah.
and doomed if we don't.
Yeah.
So that's a very difficult situation to be in.
It's indeed a difficult situation.